Hey there, it's great to see that you've decided to expand your knowledge of Facebook ads with Blend. My name's Lauren and I'm a marketing consultant for Blend. I started my digital marketing by completing an apprenticeship in social media and digital marketing. Throughout the time, I learned many things, but when I moved to Blend, that's when my focus really turned towards Facebook ads. When I first started, I imagine I was feeling a lot like you are. I know Facebook ads, I know what they are, I know what they do, I know how to create them, and I know how to make them look good. But I always felt like there was something missing. Were there any tips and tricks of the trade that I was missing out on? Or were there any basics that we should have clearly been doing? These are all things that I've been working on with Blend, and now we'd also like to share with you. We know that everyone coming into this course will be at different levels, so we want to keep things simple but show you basics with added extra information that you'll find helpful. So on our first lesson, I want to show you Facebook Ads Manager. It's always changing, but I want you to be comfortable with where things are. One of the other fundamental basics of Facebook ads are the objectives you pick. We're going to talk through these, but in a way that fit with your goals and also how they relate to your customer journey. And then finally, we're going to end on how Facebook ads can be part of a bigger picture. What other marketing methods can we use with Facebook ads to start driving traffic to your website? So let's dive into Facebook Ads Manager. You may notice that ours looks a little bit different from what you may know, and that's because we've got the new Facebook ad interface. If you haven't got this yet, then you will do soon. So let's have a look around and see where things have gone. So the main thing you'll notice is that the navigation is no longer at the top here, and it's now all down this left-hand side. So you've got your account overview like before. Let's just flick into this, there you go. And then you have campaigns. So within campaigns, obviously you've got your create tab still. You can search and you can save certain screens. So if you have certain campaigns that you're running, you can put those and save them as a screen so that you open that up and see those. You can obviously export your data still, and you have certain settings and rules you can create. Over here, you still have the performance columns that you can create, and you still have the breakdown reporting. With the ads themselves, obviously we can see they look a little bit different. This is now your on and off switch. It does look a little bit different, but actually if we click on here as well, we can also turn ads on and off from here. This is also where your delete button is, so just make sure that you're aware of this. And you can also find names and find and replace. When you click on the ads themselves, you can either navigate to the ad sets by then hitting on the ad sets button here, or you can click on the campaign itself and that will take you to the ad sets. And you can also press this arrow here to drop down all of the ad sets within them, and then again drop down and see what ads are running in all of them. So let me just pop that back. So as I said, you can either go into ad sets like this, or from the campaign level, if we just get back on here, you can go into ad sets like this. I noticed that these buttons are a little bit difficult to press sometimes, but overall the whole performance of Ads Manager is seeming to be really good. It seems to be publishing a lot faster, it seems to be responding a lot faster, and altogether I'm having a good experience with this so far. Obviously your view charts, edit and duplicate are all in the same places, so let's just jump into one of these campaigns. So here we can see all of the different ad sets that we have. And again, if I jump into the ads, and the ads are all the same here. That threw me off a little bit then when scrolling that the buttons moved. There's a bit of an odd feature there, but there we go. I'm just going to go into edit here as well, because I've noticed that this screen again is now different. Let's just scroll to the top here. It usually pops you midway down, which is a bit odd, but if we scroll to the top, you can change your name here. I should probably start literally at the top. So you've got a summary here, which shows you your ad name, the Facebook page, the Instagram account, the carousel you have, the URL, and the pixel. So you can edit these at a glance if you want to double check them. And then when you go into edit, this is where you can change your ad name. Again, like I said, it just throws you down into the middle there. So that's a little bit of a glitch at the moment. It might be something they sort out. You can change your Facebook page and your Instagram page. Here is where your creatives are and whether your catalog options, because this is a catalog sales objective. Then you have your text and you have your catalog selection here. For carousel ads as normal, it will have the image on this bit here, and then underneath it will have a picture of your second image in your carousel, and then there'll be a little edit button on the right here, and you can edit this and then it opens up like this and puts the other one on top, which I think is really good, as it actually shows you what images you have at each point in your carousel. so it kind of just helps keep clarity there. As you can scroll down, all of it's still the same as you can see. It just has a few different looks here, and you can just double check all your pixels and things. And then if we go into chart, you can now see the performance of the ads just from this view here. It's just a little bit slow to load. And then finally you have history, which shows you any of the changes that you've made, or if anything's pending, or when it started delivering, which I think is also really good, because if you're testing and optimizing to the degree that we do, you want to see what point things have started delivering, and if like any ads have had some delays and others haven't, and then you can make sure that you're testing and optimizing the right ones at the right time. The rest of Ads Manager, as I'm aware, are still pretty much the same, but I do believe they're going to be changing soon. Obviously, you have your burger menu at the top here, and this allows you to view all your tools, which all look fairly similar. You can also enter your business settings from this cogwheel here, and you also get notifications of your page, your ad account, and just anything else from this bar as well. Obviously, if we go into audiences, let's pop into here. So this is all the same again. You've obviously got your custom, your lookalike, and your saved audiences here. Going into the burger menu again, you can enter your pixel, and then you can also get to your business manager by clicking on this one, or your business settings by clicking this one. And hey presto. So these all look the same at the moment. I probably suspect they will change eventually, but as you can see with Ads Manager, everything is still there that we're used to. It just looks slightly different and might be in different places. So always just make sure that you just take the time to establish where you are. Obviously, you have a drop down here to make sure you get back to the right ad account, and your dates and things are still at the top here as well. So you may have noticed from our Ads Manager that our campaigns are named in a slightly different way to maybe what you're used to. But this is now where we're going to talk about our Facebook ad objectives, what they are, what they do, and where they fit in your customer journey. So if we hit the create button on the left-hand side here, we will be opened up with all of the different objectives that Facebook has. Some of the objectives are quite self-explanatory, for example, traffic or conversions, but there are also some that are quite similar and some that do sort of the same thing, but they do have key differences. But before we think about these objectives, we like to take a step back and think about what our objective is with our Facebook ads. Do we want to reach new people? Do we want to target current website visitors? Do we want to gain more purchases? All these different objectives are part of our customer journey, and we use these objectives to represent those. So to help with this, we have put together a list of the objectives we like to use for certain parts of our customer journey. For us, acquisition is the first step in the customer journey. New users need to discover our business and our brand. We either want to help these new users discover us by promoting to them, or we want the new users to go to a website. Brand awareness is all about increasing the awareness of your brand by reaching lots of new people, whereas traffic is when you send users to a destination of Facebook, like to a website or asking them to install one of your apps. We recommend using these objectives if you're a new brand with low volume of website traffic, as it will be good to promote your business to new people. These are also good for established brands, as it means you know that you're going to be driving traffic to your website using Facebook. An example I like to use is with website visitors. If you're getting 100 visitors a day, it'd be easy to jump in and say you want to retarget them. But if only 10 of these people are on Facebook, you can only retarget 10 people. And this is because Facebook uses a user-based tracking system, and therefore you have to be a user to be tracked and targeted. So including acquisition is a great way to ensure you are getting the people to your website. Some people may also say that you can use reach, engagement, and video views objectives, but you can actually achieve the same end goal with brand awareness and traffic. Within each objective, you can also change your optimization and ad delivery, and this means you can change between showing to as many people as possible, like with the reach objective, or to optimizing for viewing for like a video. And it's the same with engagement. You don't need to pick an objective that optimizes for page likes, as anyone can like your page from any ad or objective you choose. You would only choose this one if you really wanted to increase the number of people who liked your page. So if you want to see real results for increasing your brand awareness and driving traffic, then these are going to be the two objectives we recommend. Particularly traffic, if you want to get a good number of link clicks and landing page views, this is the one that we've used, which really shows to be working for our clients. After our new visitors go to our website, we need to look at retargeting them, and this is what we call our remarketing campaign. The idea of these is to target those who have already engaged with you. If they're engaged with you, it shows they're interested, so this is a great time to start promoting products. For this, we'd recommend using the conversions and catalog sales objectives. You may notice, obviously, catalog is spelled the American way, and that's the way that Facebook spells it, so therefore we're going to be using that in our examples going forward. They are both pretty similar and are designed to drive valuable actions to your website, which can obviously be purchases, add to carts, or even content views. The difference here is that catalog sales use the product catalog from your Shopify store and can promote products to users dynamically. This means Facebook knows which products a person may like, and they do this based on their interests and what they've been viewing, and therefore it can show them these products, and we don't need to intervene at this point to show them the right products. We found that these objectives have very different results, so it's really best to test them for your business. But we've had some really good results with the catalog sales, and we can also use these to change the product sets that we're advertising, so we can literally show the products we want people to see. We also use these for our retention campaigns. Retention for us is all about keeping customer value, following up with a purchase and showing them other products that could go well with what they've bought, or even offering them a discount for their custom. In retention, we only retarget people who have already purchased, and the ads and the copy are changed to fit with this. This is something you don't often see in kind of the big marketing campaigns, as these are the people we think, right, they've already purchased, they've already been through our funnel, we no longer need to engage with them. But actually, these can be some of your most valuable customers. For example, if you are selling dog food, these will be the people who will purchase once, and if they like your food, they'll then come back. So you could create an ad that retargets the people who have purchased, and then show them an ad in a month's time, which reminds them that they need to buy dog food again. So it's really important that you include this step in your campaigns for Facebook ads. So on top of this, there are two more objectives that you may find helpful. Lead generation is an objective we use in the remarketing campaign so that we can capture email addresses or names of potential leads, which is really good for business to business. We don't recommend using these for new people you're reaching, as it's quite a high commitment and can put people off. The other objective is messages. It optimizes your ads to get those who are most likely to message you from using it. The objective would be great if you were trying to direct people towards your Facebook bot or wanted to encourage them to start a conversation with you. They're both very interesting, and it's really good to think about how you could use these in your campaign. And this brings us nicely onto how Facebook ads work with other digital marketing methods. You could use lead generation ads to get signups for your mailing list and then send a newsletter or follow up with abandoned cart flows. Equally, you can then retarget anyone who is engaged with your emails by creating a custom audience on Facebook. As I've said with click-to-messenger ads, these work great for directing people towards your Facebook bot, and many brands like Just Eat, for example, are using them today. You can promote any content you want when you create your Facebook ads. So if you've written a really popular blog, use it in your content. But I guess the big one overall as a marketing method is social media. Users are more likely to trust your brand if you have an active and relevant social media, so make sure you're utilizing this as well. The last thing you want is for somebody to click on your page from your Facebook ad and see that there is no content on your page that relates to what they've seen in the Facebook ad. It's all about building up trust and building up your brand so people see that it's consistent across all of the methods that you're using. So there's your Facebook ad introduction and where you should start when planning your Facebook ad strategy. In our next lesson, we're going to look at how to create a campaign, how to budget them, and how to give people like agencies permissions to see your ad account. These are all things we know our clients have needed help with, so we're going to walk you through them as well. Until then, take some time to familiarize yourself with Ads Manager and get an idea on where everything is, especially if you've got the new interface. Then think about what goals you'd like to achieve with your Facebook ads and what objective would be best for this. We recommend writing these down on a Word doc or a notepad on your computer or phone so you can refer back to them and expand on these throughout this course, as it will be helpful for when you're looking to create your Facebook ad strategy or decide if you want to work with an agency like Blend. And finally, just stay tuned to the next video. We've got some great lessons coming up and they're really going to help you with developing your Facebook ad strategy. If you'd like any more information, please visit the Blend website.